The Boston Bruins captured the East Division crown, rolling up a fantastic 119 points with 54 wins and only 13 losses. The incomparable Bobby Orr paved the way. Orr's 37 goals tied his own mark for most goals by a defenseman, and his 80 assists led the league in that department. Additionally, Orr was a first-team All-Star, won the Hart Trophy as the most valuable player for the third consecutive time, and took home the Norris Trophy as the league's outstanding defenseman for the 5th straight time. Another first-team All-Star, Phil Esposito, earned his third scoring title in 4 years with 66 goals and 67 assists. Espo's 66, though 10 short of his single-season record set 1 year ago, was the second highest total in NHL history. But the Bruins machine was much more than Esposito and Orr. 8 players had over 20 goals. The power play unit tallied 74 times with a manpower advantage and 18 more while shorthanded to lead the entire league. The defense was aided by the acquisition of Carl Vadnais from California and the steady play of Dallas Smith. Fred Stanfield was 12th in the NHL scoring parade, while veteran left wing Johnny Busick finished in the top 10 with 32 goals and 51 assists. Ken Hodge missed 18 games with an ankle injury, but still managed to have a productive year with 56 points. All in all, there was every good reason for Bostonians to celebrate during the 1972 campaign. The New York Rangers nailed down second place in the East, 10 points behind the Bruins, as Rangers captain Vic Hadfield became the 6th player in NHL history to score 50 goals. Center Jean Rattel led the league in scoring until a broken ankle forced him to the sidelines with 15 games remaining. Still, Rattel finished 3rd with 109 points and was awarded the Lady Byng Trophy. First-team All-Star Rod Gilbert was the NHL's number 5 scorer, and this goal put the Gilbert-Rattel-Hadfield line in the record book. Outstanding performances by Walt Kachuk and Billy Fairburn helped the powerful Rangers offense establish a club record 317 goals during the season. Brad Park became only the 3rd defenseman in NHL history to tally more than 20 goals as he scored 24 times en route to a position on the first-team All-Stars. Park's defensive efforts anchored the Rangers' back line in impressive fashion with help from Rod Sealing. The goaltending duo of Eddie Joachim and Gilles Villemure, last year's Vezina Trophy winners, finished 3rd in 1972 with another well-rounded showing. The Montreal Canadiens finished 3rd in the East, only 1 point behind New York. Weakened by the retirement of Jean Beliveau, the defending Stanley Cup champions rallied late in the season and almost caught the Rangers. Frank and Peter Mahavlich form a devastating brother act. Frank scored 43 goals and 53 assists to finish 6th among the league leaders. Peter added 35 goals in his best season ever. The flying Frenchman Yvan Cournoyer was 8th in the league scoring race with 47 goals and was elected to the second-team All-Star squad at right wing. Jacques Lemaire and Marc Tardif both set new personal scoring records with 32 and 31 goals each, as the Canadiens' power-packed offense joined Boston and New York in breaking the 300-goal barrier. Rookie Guy Lafleur contributed strongly with 29 goals and 35 assists, lending validity to his #1 draft selection a year ago. Big Ken Dryden proved his performance as the 1971 Stanley Cup MVP was no fluke. By far the busiest goaltender in the league, Dryden appeared in 64 games and lost only 8. His amazing 2.24 goals against average helped him earn the Calder Trophy as the NHL's Rookie of the Year. Toronto Maple Leafs fought off a late-season surge by Detroit to capture the fourth playoff berth in the East. And it was the Leafs' defense that pulled them through with top-notch performances by veterans Jacques Plante and Bernie Perron in goal and Bobby Baugh on the back line. The Leafs' offense featured Dave Keon, Paul Henderson, Ron Ellis, and Norm Ullman. Ullman went over the 1,000-point level in his career with his third point of the season. He ended the year with 23 goals and 50 assists, placing him among the top 20 in the league as the Leafs' top point getter. Dave Keon, in his 12th season with Toronto, continued to play his inspired brand of hockey all over the ice, while Paul Henderson hit the 30 or better mark for the second straight year, scoring 38 goals to lead the Leafs in that department. Ron Ellis made it 6 consecutive campaigns of 20 goals or more as he tallied 23 times. With Gordie Howe retired, Alex Del Vecchio became Detroit's most active senior citizen. In his 21st season as a Red Wing, Del Vecchio hit the 20-goal mark for the 13th time, spearheading a furious rush at the East final playoff slot. The Wings fell just short after carrying the fight down to the last week. Red Berenson and Mickey Redmond added fuel to the fiery Red Wings, climbing into the top 20 scoring list. Gary Bergman was the steadying influence in a defense that showed tremendous improvement as the season progressed. Marcel Dionne, the Red Wings' #1 draft choice, proved to be everything the Detroit fans anticipated and then some. Dionne set a sizzling scoring pace down the stretch to finish 13th in the league. In the process, he established a new record for total points by a rookie with 77. Dionne and fourth-year man Nick Libett are two prominent reasons the Wings youth movement is taking hold. The Buffalo Sabres came up with their second super rookie in a row. Last year it was Gil Perreault. This year it was Rick Martin. Martin took aim on Perreault's freshman record of 38 goals and snapped it with a grand total of 44. Here's number 39, the record breaker. Perreault continued his spectacular play in his sophomore season, tying Rick Martin for 15th in the NHL scoring derby with 74 points. The second busiest goaltender in the NHL in 1972 was the Sabres' Roger Crozier. Crozier appeared in 63 games. A crafty veteran but still just 30 years old, the nimble Crozier gives Buffalo a steady hand in the nets. This was the Sabres' second season in the NHL, and the future is bright. Building with youngsters, the likes of Perreault, Martin, Jerry Meehan, Steve Atkinson, and Don Luce, the Sabres are beginning to make their presence felt. The Vancouver Canucks, also a second-year team, also came up with another talented rookie. In 1971, it was Dale Talent. This year, it was Jocelyn Gavremot. Wearing #2, Gavremont's heady defensive play showed consistency and poise, not generally associated with rookie defensemen. On offense, Gavremot was a pleasant surprise, racking up more points than a defenseman named Bobby Orr did back in his rookie season. Jocelyn Gavremot, a name to remember for the Vancouver Canucks.